Hello everyone, good day. I am Jemima Digalia Eraso from BEd 2A, and my report for today is all about the recommended tools in enhancing emotional intelligence and characteristic of emotionally person. First, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, access, generate, and reflectively regulate emotions so as to promote emotional and intellectual growth. On emotional intelligence can be enhanced in school with the help of the following tools and strategies. First, we have emotional literacy workshop. This emotional literacy workshop, this will help teachers to communicate with students, recognize and manage emotions, and increase self-awareness. It is important for developing self-confidence, boosting self-esteem, social and emotional development, and encouraging emotional self-management over impulse reactions. Next strategy is the Emotional Literacy Museum. It is a self-directed learning experience that teaches about the sociology of emotions, emotional regulation, and emotional literacy. Museums teach critical thinking, empathy, and other generally important skills and dispositions. Trips to museums help get kids excited about school subject. Museums teach subject-specific content and skills. Mixed emotions cards. It is a beautiful deck of feelings, leveled with feelings and synonyms. A tool that helps you make a decision, solve problems, and resolve conflicts and more. It is an outstanding tool that helps teens and adults identify and articulate thoughts and feelings that would otherwise be hard to them to describe. The cards provide a safe way to identify and verbalize emotions that are often disturbing or confusing. Emotion cards. It is an evocative, playful moon face illustration of emotions or open-ended without labels. Emotion cards, it helps the children identify feelings and begin to consider the feelings of others. Next is Biodots. It is a simple reminder that emotions are part of our psychology. Helps the children monitor their stress response as you repeatedly use these dots at varying stress levels. This enhances mind or body awareness. Bingo emotions. It is typically a classic bingo games played with emotions. It is so helpful in inviting kids to explore and express their emotions that wanted to build on that with a class activity. Help the learners learn social emotion development and help with learning about big feelings, learning about emotions, and more. Feeling faces. These are photos of real people and data about how survey respondents evaluated each pictures. Teaching kids feelings recognition helps them to process the emotions that they experience on a daily basis. The zoo or animal workshop. It is an activity that intends to imitate an animal behavior and gesture that ends with reflections of group sharing. Next is we have face workshop. It is the activity which partners face each other while showing different facial expressions and qualities that ends with reflections. Machine transformer. Participants in group shall to transform into an assigned machine or vehicle, or which member shall comprise different parts, deemed essential and equally important, that usually ends up with interactions and reflections. Tower building. Groups will be tasked to build a tower using chopsticks and straws. The goal is to make the tallest and strongest tower of all. This will end up with interactions, sharing, open forums, and patching of emotions barriers. Build me a house. The participants in groups will be tasked to build a house using any available materials around them. The goal is to make the strongest house. Then, the facilitators will suddenly destroy the house made by the group and observe the members' emotions and reactions and let them express their feelings and thoughts. At the end, each one will draw realizations, lessons, and values for reflection. Next is internalization activity. It is an activity that helps participants to reflect on the narrations of the facilitators with background music in a dim and candle-lighted room. Everyone can express his or her emotions and feelings of resentment, remorse, disappointment, and sadness. And last tools and or strategies will be mirroring and unmasking activity. Each participant shall prepare a piece of paper and put it at his or her back. In a circular formation, everyone has to write that person's negative attitude on that party. Everyone will be given time to see those feedbacks and reflect on them, while they are also given a chance to express themselves. These negative feedbacks will be called masks, to be turned off and born at the end of the activity, and they will be lead to a prayer for a self-renewal and rejuvenation. So now we are done on tools and strategies on enhancing the emotional intelligence. So now let's proceed on the characteristic of emotionally person. The following are indicators and manifestations of an emotionally intelligent person that have to be considered and demonstrated in school. First characteristic is empathy. Is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame or references. And on empathy, there are two types. First type is the affective empathy. Refers to the sensations and feelings, including mirroring what that person is feeling or just feeling stressed when he or she detects another fear of anxiety. The second type of empathy will be cognitive empathy. It refers to one's ability to identify and understand other people's emotion. The second characteristic is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the art of understanding oneself, recognizing the stimuli that he or she faces and preparing how to manage him or herself both in a proactive and reactive manners. The third is curiosity. It is one willingness to learn and improve. Fourth is analytical mind. It pertains to being critical thinker that analyzes and processes all new information that comes his or her way and see if they can attract ways to improve. Fifth is belief. It is the power of believing in oneself, both at present and the future. Sixth is need and wants. It is something to discern between things that one needs versus things that he or she just wants, and establishing needs prior to fulfilling wants. On seventh is passion. It is the natural desire, instinct, drive, ambition, and motivated love for a subject or someone. Eighth is optimism. Optimism, it is about maintaining a positive attitude that may increase one's opportunities, improve relationships, and think clearly and constructively. On ninth is adaptability. It is an important recognition and the ability to make or remake decisions in one's best interest. Lastly, we have desire to help others succeed. It is becoming interested and appreciative of one's success and achievement of others. So guys, that's all for today. I hope that you get something on my report to enhance our emotional intelligence and the 10 characteristic of emotionally person. So thank you for listening. Have a blessed day, everyone.